Basically, from after I completed my studies in undergraduate, I decided I was working in the insurance sector, and then after a while I transitioned to the finance sector. And due to this, and after a while, I also went into business after all. And basically, I had a passion into doing value addition, into having a creation for something. So that is 3 years ago. I thought of doing something, especially in the potato farming, and that is why I decided to do the farming and to find out what solutions can we offer when we have this kind of produce as per the challenges that the farmers go through. So that's when the journey of being a youth and decided to do the agriculture. And basically, it's something that you learn on the go. You'll never have everything right from the word go, but you'll always keep on learning on the go. So before that, I decided to actually find some help and do some research about what are the best seedlings to do, the kind of what I want to do. Who did I consult? I went to the agriculture section into the Ministry of Agriculture, the Nyandarua County, basically. The guy was called Dr. Karitu, who's still the CEC in agriculture, who also referred me to also the extension officers of this area, where the interest of farming was, and I kept on finding information. So to my fellow youth, basically, farming is something that is very doable. It's something you can be able to do. You start small. Don't just sit at home and wait. And if you don't have a job or something that you can do and you have something you can be able to think of, always go for what you want. Always create an idea. Always try to do something. And farming is one respectable profession that people, over time, they tend to trash it because sometimes you're in gumboots and you're like, hey, this is too much muddy. Don't fear the mud, because you can say something like, someone once said, every once in your lifetime you need a doctor, you need a lawyer, you need a policeman, you need everyone, all the professions, once in your lifetime or a couple of times. But every single day you need a farmer. Why? You feed 3 times a day like medicine. Asubuhi, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Who do you rely on? A farmer. So this is a very noble profession that we need to embrace, and I need to encourage most of the youth. Instead of just sitting at home, try and do something, try to get into groups, try to get into people who can be able to help you, and let us look for those opportunities so you're able to embrace them and to be able to move forward together.
Nice.
Okay, so as you can see, this kind of produce here, all the way down here, is very beautifully done. I commend these guys so much. They've done a very good job for them to take care of these crops to this level, and we're able to harvest in the next 2-3 weeks. We're going to be able to harvest the crops, and that will be something that we're really looking forward to it. And from here, we have some other farm that we are already harvesting. I'd like to take you there so you can be able to have a look as well and see how far we're going. So when you want to know the potatoes are actually ripe or they're mature for harvesting, you can see the way we have the stems and the stakes and the flowers have all fallen down, and they're kind of in a kauka. It's actually getting dry, so it falls down, and then that's when we're actually able to do the harvesting. And that's why you can see this particular parcel of land, we are doing some harvesting. So after we do the harvesting, we're able to store them, and then now start the processing of what we're able to do, which I'll be able to show you in the next phase of the area.
So how is the production? Like, how big is this, and how many tons or how many kgs of potatoes?
So sometimes it depends on the average of how the farmer have been able to take care of the farm. And if you do good agricultural practices, you should be able to get at least 7 to 10 tons or something. But now it depends with how the person has taken care of the farm and how it is. And Okay, so finally, this is now where we get to our end product. And after we get our potatoes, we actually do processing with the ever-changing dynamics of the potato produce. So we came up with a new product that actually is able to serve our clientele. I'll show you the products, and then this is where we are in the little farmhouse, and we have a little production area. So karibuni sana, let me show you what we actually got here. As we talked before, sorry, I can't show the whole production process because time is going on, and they can hear the machines running on. And basically, what we have right here is the mashed potato flour. We have the raw potato flour, which is green in color, that is used for baking, gluten-free baking, to thicken your sauces, to do all that kind of stuff that you want to do, to coat your foods like bajia, chicken, and all that. So you do that was used the green flour for. Then the red one is the instant mashed potatoes. So whenever you want to make a very quick fix meal, you just put hot water, add salt, add whatever you want to add, all the flavors you want to add, then you put the flour as you stir, and that's it. You get your instant mashed potatoes. So this is what we call the instant mashed potatoes, the red one, that's just salted, the normal recommended salt. Then we have the blue one that it's added a flavor. It's an instant mashed potato and it's actually flavored. So it has garlic and butter. So when you flavor it, do the same process. You put hot water. If you want to put lemon or anything, or any kind of additives that you want, the spices you want to put into your food, then you stir the flour with the hot liquid and milk. It becomes a very delicious meal, and that's what we actually have. Those are our products from the potato, that the potato family that we've actually shown you from our farms.